Since the beginning of storytelling, we've imagined what it would be like to have superpowers, flying through the skies, bending steel, never needing sleep. It all sounds like pure fantasy. But what if I told you that some of those powers already exist? Not in comic books, not in the distant future, but here, in ordinary humans, walking among us today. People who never feel pain. People who can see colours the rest of us will never experience. And even people who can remember every single day of their lives in perfect detail. We're mindful. And in this video, we're diving into 8 real-life superpowers science can't fully explain. Our journey begins in the Scottish Highlands, where a woman named Jo Cameron shocked doctors with a discovery that sounded impossible. Jo underwent surgery on her hand, a serious operation that should have left her in agony. Yet when doctors checked in afterward, she was smiling, reporting no pain at all. Not just reduced pain, none. Further questioning revealed a lifetime of this strange resistance. She had given birth without pain relief, broken bones she never noticed until later, and had gone through dental work unfazed. The cause? A rare mutation in the FAAH gene, a critical part of the body's pain signaling system. For most of us, pain is a warning alarm, a flashing red light that something is wrong. But for Jo, that alarm system is permanently switched off. Scientists at University College London studied her DNA and found something even stranger. Not only does she not feel pain, she also doesn't experience anxiety or fear in the same way. Her life is one of unusual calm and resilience. But like all superpowers, this comes at a cost. Pain protects us. Without it, people with FAAH deficiency often suffer burns, cuts and infections without noticing. One case study described a child who constantly chewed his tongue and lips, simply because he couldn't feel the damage. It raises a question. If you had the chance, would you switch off pain forever? Or is pain, unpleasant as it is, a vital part of being alive? From pain, let's move to vision, and a hidden world most of us will never see. You and I view life through 3 colour receptors: red, green and blue. From those 3, our brains mix about 1 million colours. It feels infinite, until you meet a tetrachromat. Tetrachromacy is the ability to see a 4th primary colour channel, giving access to an estimated 100 million shades. To a tetrachromat, a rainbow is not 7 colours, it's millions, woven together in dazzling complexity. One of the most studied cases is Concetta Antico, an Australian artist. When she paints, she describes shadows not as grey, but as swirls of turquoise, lilac and pink. Leaves are not green, but entire tapestries of subtle hues. Scientists suspect this ability arises mostly in women, because the genes for colour vision are on the X chromosome. A small percentage inherit 4 fully functional cone types, instead of 3. Yet here's the mystery. Not every person with 4 cones is a true tetrachromat. The brain has to use that data. In many, the signal may be ignored. Only a select few see the hidden spectrum. So the next time you look at a sunset, consider this. What looks stunning to us might be only a fraction of the beauty visible to others. From dazzling colour, we shift to something far more solid. In the early 2000s, a family in Connecticut underwent routine medical scans, but the results startled doctors. Their bones were so dense that X-rays struggled to pass through them. It was as if their skeletons were reinforced with steel. The cause? A rare mutation in the LRP5 gene. Normally, this gene regulates bone mass. Mutated, it produces skeletons nearly unbreakable. Falls that would normally shatter hips leave them untouched. Researchers believe these individuals may never develop osteoporosis, a condition that weakens bones with age. Pharmaceutical companies are studying this mutation as a potential key to future treatments. But strength has its limits. Extremely dense bones can pinch nerves, complicate surgeries, and make buoyancy difficult while swimming. It's a reminder that evolution often trades one advantage for another. Still, when we think of superheroes with indestructible frames, these people aren't far off. They walk among us with skeletons almost as unyielding as stone. Next, we enter the strange territory of the mind. Savant syndrome is one of neuroscience's greatest puzzles. Individuals who may struggle with everyday life, yet display brilliance in a single area. Take Stephen Wiltshire, often called the human camera. He can look at a city skyline once, then draw it from memory in flawless detail. Buildings, windows, even the exact number of floors. All correct. Or Kim Peek, the inspiration for the film Rain Man. He memorized over 12,000 books, word for word, and could recall entire calendars across centuries. Scientists aren't sure why this happens. One theory is that damage to certain brain regions forces others to overcompensate, unlocking abilities most of us suppress. In other words, savants may have access to raw processing power that is usually filtered. It makes you wonder, are these abilities buried inside all of us, hidden beneath the noise of normal cognition? Now, imagine walking through a crowded city. Hundreds of strangers pass by. Most of us forget their faces within minutes, but not super recognizers. These individuals have memory so precise, they can recall faces seen decades earlier, even fleetingly. London's Metropolitan Police famously recruited a team of super recognizers to scan CCTV footage. In one case, an officer identified a suspect from a glimpse lasting less than a second. Research suggests their brains may process faces with unusual efficiency, perhaps using larger or more active regions in the fusiform gyrus, the brain's face area. But the ability has downsides too. Some report difficulty in crowded places. They recognize too many people, unable to turn the ability off. For them, the world is filled not with strangers, but with an endless parade of remembered faces. For some, superpower lies in perception itself. Synesthesia is a condition where the senses overlap. Numbers may have colors. Words may taste like flavors. Sounds may appear as shapes floating in the mind. One musician with synesthesia described hearing a trumpet as bright orange triangles, while piano notes appeared as soft blue waves. For them, art is not just experienced, it's lived across multiple dimensions at once. Studies suggest about 4% of the population experiences some form of synesthesia, though it varies widely. Some find it distracting, others deeply enriching. Many artists from Wassily Kandinsky to Billie Eilish credit synesthesia with shaping their creativity. The mystery lies in why it happens. Some scientists believe all humans begin life with interconnected senses, and that most of us prune those links as we grow. Synesthetes may simply retain that wiring. It's a glimpse of a world most of us left behind in infancy. Sleep. The activity we spend a third of our lives in. Or at least most of us. Natural short sleepers are rare individuals who need only 4 hours a night, yet wake fully refreshed. Unlike insomniacs, they don't suffer grogginess or health risks. In fact, they often live energetic, productive lives. The secret seems to lie in mutations in genes like DEC2 and ADRB1, which alter the body's circadian rhythm. Their brains achieve the same restorative benefits in less time. This trait runs in families, suggesting a genetic inheritance. Researchers are studying these families in hopes of unlocking therapies for sleep disorders. But for short sleepers themselves, it's simply a gift. More hours each day, more life, packed into the same span of years. Our final superpower may be the most mysterious of all. Memory that never fades. Hyperthymesia, or highly superior autobiographical memory, allows individuals to recall nearly every day of their lives in astonishing detail. One of the first documented cases was Jill Price, who could recall with perfect accuracy what she did on any date given to her. Ask about March 15th, 1987, and she could describe the weather, what she ate, and even what was on television. Fewer than 100 people worldwide are known to have this ability. Brain scans show differences in regions linked to memory and emotion, but the full mechanism remains unknown. It sounds like the ultimate gift, until you realize it includes the bad memories too. For many with hyperthymesia, painful events remain as sharp as the day they happened. Forgetting, it turns out, may be as important as remembering. From pain immunity to rainbow vision, from steel bones to endless memory. These superpowers remind us that the line between science fiction and reality is thinner than we think. They raise questions not only about what makes us human, but about what potential lies hidden within our biology. So now I'll ask you, if you could choose just one of these abilities, which would it be? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stranger side of science, because sometimes reality itself is the greatest superpower of all.